Happy first day of December, happy first day of Vlogmas. To start things off this month, I made a wreath. I got some twigs with some green stuff and I knitted a bunch of tiny socks, and I'll show you just how cute it looks. Out we go. Right, isn't it so cute? If you want to see how I made this, then stick around. Do I have any idea what I'm doing? Absolutely not. But how hard can it be to make a wreath? This is hubris talking. 100% hubris. So I got some twigs of stuff that is green and smells nice. I don't know the name of these in English, I barely know them in Swedish. And I got some twine, some cotton twine. This is the Isea Bomullin. So it's cotton, linen and viscose. No, it's just cotton and linen. So it is a plant fiber. There's no plastic in this, so I will be able to recycle this as plant matter. Okay, so the twine was not as sturdy as I had hoped. Onwards and upwards, I guess. So my plan for this is, ouch, to poke myself in the finger, apparently. The plan is to make a wreath to put on the front door, and I want in this wreath to be a bunch of tiny socks. I have already knitted the tiny socks. They are adorable. And if I manage to finish this at any point without too much of a personal injury, I am going to attach the tiny socks to the wreath. Okay, so I think that my game plan is to just make a bunch of clumps, and I will take the clumps and then form those into a wreath to not have to wrestle with all of the stuff at the same time. Because these are quite big chunks of stuff, and I don't think that I can wrestle these successfully without hurting myself, which would not make it a success, granted. Where did the second string go? So I went to a music school when I was a kid, and at that music school we actually made our own wreaths for the Christmas celebration, or the Lucia. So that is the saint of light. And we would have a big concert with traditional Swedish Christmas music and a Lucia tåg, which is basically a procession of kids in night robes, in nightgowns, singing their little hearts out. And it's a really beautiful tradition. I really enjoyed that. And for those concerts, the girls would wear it was a very binary time, but the girls would wear what is this? Buxbom in Swedish. A crown made of that, and the boys would wear, there we have the second, they would wear paper hats. So they would be the stable boy, and we would sing traditional Christmas music, and most of it would be without any musical accompaniment. And then our parents would, for the first few years, I think our parents made the wreaths for us. And then as the school got bigger, we ended up ordering everyone's wreath from a florist, which I think was a very good call, because making that many wreaths for that many kids, and you would have to make them quite fresh because they would otherwise dry up. That was a really big job. Okay, sure, absolutely, let's put that there. My fingers are getting very resiny from the pine or the Christmas tree. But good thing I didn't wear my best jeans for this. Psych. Yes, I did. I could actually, yeah, if I go down instead of up as I make my wreath. Any florist watching this is probably internally screaming, but we live and we learn, except for when we don't. And that is worse than failing. Okay, so now I have this. I think I want a tiny, you know what, I'll actually keep that for something else, or for like filling out the wreath. I know that some people would probably make like, they would probably twist this around some sort of a frame. That would definitely help. But I know myself, and after Christmas is over, I'm not going to deal with untangling all of this stuff and trying to piece out what is recyclable and what isn't. So I am just going to make it easy for myself and make everything recyclable. So all of the stuff that is in here is going to be able to be tossed in the same green bin. A bit sad that I'm thinking about this wreath's demise before I even finished it, or before I even hung it up. But this is a part of the philosophy, I suppose, that I have in life, that if I bring something into my home, I am responsible for it, for the duration of its life, however long that might be. So if I bring a project into my life, into my home, I am responsible for taking care of it, maintaining it properly until it's lived its full life. And once it has lived its full life, I am then responsible for discarding of it in a sustainable way. So, same thing with this wreath. It smells really nice. Once I'm finished with this after Christmas, I get to take care of it on its last legs. I really shouldn't have procrastinated this. It's 5 o'clock. I worked from home today, so I finished work an hour ago. But I thought, and I wanted this finished before my partner comes home. But honestly, I don't think that I will be able to manage. Because it's not looking too hot at this moment. But I'm trusting the process, and that goes there with maybe this. Yeah, sure. Right now I just want the base fixed. So I want the general wreath shape, and any finessing is going to happen later. And when I say any finessing, I mean all of the finessing, because this does not have any finesse in it at all yet. I really shouldn't be such a hater to myself. This is the first time I'm doing this. Of course, it's not going to be perfect. If it were easy to make this perfect, we wouldn't need to have professionals. Where is the twine? Hello, I can see you. Don't run away from me. As I'm sitting here wrestling with myself and my wreath, I can just hear sad flute music playing in the background or in my mind. Because what if this turns out to be shit? What if I don't like it? Okay, how bad can it be? Stop freaking out about something that is legitimately not important. I think I want something here to make this sturdier. After watching the Wicked movie, I just have not been able to stop with the wickedisms. So, scandalocious. Fuck. For example, scandalocious. It's a really good word that I wish we would actually use. I realise that the internet has been absolutely insufferable with the Wicked movie, and I realise that I'm adding to that insufferableness. But in my defence, I have been a Wicked fan since 2015, when I saw the Wicked movie on Broadway the first time. It was amazing. And it is amazing every time that I see it. And I will not be taking criticism or opposing views at this time. Okay, so my goal was for it to be a wreath. I think I have achieved that goal. And I'm also happy that I kept some of these tiny branches to be able to sort of hide the places that are very twine heavy. Because the twine is not part of the aesthetic that I'm aiming for. So if I can make it a bit less obvious, that would be great. So I'll just stick some of the twine in, well, some of the twigs to make it less visible, to make the twine less visible. And I'm really happy to live in a place now where I can actually hang out a Christmas wreath without worrying about it being stolen, which I could not do at my old apartment. I mean, it's a squoval, right? We are getting somewhere. But it feels really nice to live in a place that feels safe. I wasn't aware that I wasn't feeling safe before I moved. I thought that everything was just fine. And I mean, it was. It wasn't, I wasn't being harassed or didn't have to witness crimes or anything. Although they did blow up a few doors in the neighborhood, but they never blew up my door. And now that I live in a place that is decidedly explosion free, I'm very happy about it. We are slowly we're slowly moving in. That might be my partner coming home. We're slowly moving in with getting stuff hung up on the walls. I hung up the bathroom cabinet today. So here it is, my Christmas wreath of the year 2025. Honestly, it's the first Christmas wreath I've ever made, and I'm so pleased with it. If you liked the video, please click the likes button. If you want to, please subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video, which will probably come out tomorrow.